Thank you, Lauren. I do want to point out right now that it is not a sea of red and white just yet, but we are standing where the Dyngus Day Parade is going to come to a head. We're here with the parade coordinator, Danette Pollock. Now, Bernadette. Sorry about Bernadette okay. Pollock. Now, Bernadette, there's been months and months and months of work going in, so catch me up to speed. What's happening right now?
Well, what's happening now is we're getting ready. The tents are going up behind us as we speak for the big events down here on Memorial Drive. And I am here getting ready to check in all the people for the Dyngus Day Parade.
So right now we're standing in front of a tent that's going to have food. There's a stage. So when does this all start really coming together?
Well, about 3 o'clock is actually a really good time. The parade check-in is going to be going on at that time, and the events behind me are going to be taking place already.
Now, a lot of people might not know exactly what Dyngus Day is, so what are we celebrating today for the people that maybe didn't grow up with this tradition?
Well, actually, Dyngus Day is the day after Lent and officially ends. It's the time that the Polish people would celebrate all those months of fasting and abstaining from good times and good food and stuff. So this was the let loose day, the day to have a good time, drink, eat, and go after your significant other with the pussy willows.
So there's 2 key props that you need to celebrate Dyngus Day with, and that is the pussy willows and the squirt guns. Who has what?
Well, it's come to be that you can have either one. We're fine with either one. You know, use the pussy willows to tap the significant other on the legs, the squirt guns to squirt at them. And years ago in Poland, they used cheap perfume and threw crockery at each other.
So maybe save your crockery for home. Now, how many parade floats are going to be in the parade today? What are people going to be seeing?
Well, we have about 100 confirmed people. Then it's probably usually some last-minute show-ups will come to the end of the parade. Anything from single people marching by themselves to groups to organizations, huge floats. The ironworkers have probably the biggest float in the parade, Mini Coopers. Some are just families that want to show their Polish pride. Some are neighborhood ethnic groups, and every ethnicity. It doesn't have to be Polish.
And we're going to be back here later on in the show with Bernadette when we talk about a little bit more of the parade and also how you can get in on the action and all of the different vendors that are going to be there. Thank you, Emily. Well, the sun is shining here as the Buffalo community gears up to celebrate the culmination of the Easter season. We're here with Bernadette. Now, you are the Dyngus Day Parade Coordinator, and we were just talking that this is one of those traditions that's just fun to celebrate.
It certainly is. It's very quirky, very unique, and that we're going to keep it that way.
So all Buffalo is going to get together, and we're really just going to laugh with each other today.
Yes, the Polish people are laughing and having a great time, and everyone else is joining us.
All right, so there's going to be a lot of celebrating today, so we want to talk a little bit of the logistics for people that are coming down to see the parade. If you buy a ticket, there's a lot of sort of perks that go with that. Tell me about this.
Okay, it's called a Pussy Willow Pass. It's a wristband. It's $10 initially, but that $10 gets you into your first venue. Then it allows you to hop on a free bus to go anywhere to any other participating venues, and at all the other venues it's only $2 admission. And at the end of the night, if you cannot drive, we do have free taxi passes for people.
So there's a lot of celebration happening, but we want to make sure that we do celebrate in a very, smart manner.
A responsible manner, yes. We want you to have a good time, and we don't want anyone to be hurt.
And we were just talking that this tradition is just absolutely so much fun to take part in. So where did the Dyngus Day Parade kind of come from?
The Dyngus Day Parade 8 years ago was come up by Airborne Eddie and Marty and my late husband Russell. And they were talking about, why don't we have a lot of these little parties? Why don't we do something to pull everybody together? And they came up with this idea of a really quirky, different parade that they did not want it to be. They did not want it to be the regular run-of-the-mill thing. They wanted it to be unique and fun.
And the uniqueness of Dyngus Day has really become something that all generations can kind of celebrate together, and it's growing past what a lot of people thought it would be.
Well, for sure, for sure. And the thing is that we have some of the churches have participants. The Chopin Singing Society still participates, but we have things like families and groups from neighborhoods that come in there. They just have Polish pride, and they're not even Polish, some of them. They're just celebrating that Polish pride like you do at St. Patrick's Day, wearing green. Everybody comes here and wears red and white and just celebrates the history and traditions of Poland.
Well, it has been a blast to come out here, even though the parade hasn't even started yet. Now, I do say I'm seeing the Pussy Willows. It wouldn't be a start with Dyngus Day if someone didn't hit me with them.
Okay, here we go. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
It's on the legs.
It's the legs.
There you go. There
All right. Well, we're going to send it back to you, Lauren, where I know that you are in the Kitchen World Kitchen with your pierogies, so we're going to get the Polish festivities to keep going over there.